It's like Oswald the Lucky Rabbit changed for me. I watched something that stopped me from watching it. And I'm freaked the fuck out right now. Hi. My name's Ian. I'm here to write a story about a tape that I found under the name Oswald's Reality. It begins with Oswald just on the ground, dead. There was a knife in his stomach. Hortensia was crying at her dead ex-husband. She goes home. She then starts crying again. Her hands were cupped over her eyes. She cried for 5 minutes of the episode. And every minute, her crying got worse. Faded to black, with Hortensia still crying. Her cries then stop. And so did the static. We then see Pete standing on the edge of a cliff. He says something in Russian. But, I don't speak Russian, so I couldn't understand him. However, what I thought he said was, reality is a scheme. Then he starts walking forward. He falls off the cliff. His head was taken off by a sharp stick, and he dies. It cuts to Pete's decapitated corpse for 11 seconds before fading out. Then it cuts to Hortensia lying on her bed. There was a hole in her forehead. And I knew immediately that she had shot herself. There was a note beside her that said, Oswald was my ex-husband. However, I still liked him. It then fades to black. An audio from what I could only remember as being from Max and Ruby 0004 began to play. It then cuts to Oswald and Hortensia kissing. A flashback. Butterflies were swarming across the sky. And then the episode ends. There is a second clip. I'll upload it as well. So, the second clip of Oswald's Reality shows a picture of a dead, realistic-looking rabbit. The rabbit was stabbed in the gut. We then see a realistic-looking cat lying dead on the ground, also stabbed. But this time the cat was stabbed in the head. The screen fades to black afterwards. Then we see Oswald looking very scary. His eyes were blood red. He lets out an ear-piercing roar, kind of like the roar from the BND Mask of Doom video. We then see that Oswald carves 666 on his stomach, bleeding out. He falls to the ground and dies. The clip ends. There is a third clip out there. I know it exists. Hey, everybody. Sorry I haven't been active in so long, but it took almost forever to get this third clip. It was really hard to find. So, this clip begins with Hortensia staring blankly at the fourth wall. I was about to turn off the television when this giant scream erupted. I threw the remote and it landed behind the TV. To be 100% honest, I actually pissed myself quite a bit. But then it cuts to Pete in a hospital bed, weakly groaning and moaning over and over and over, his groaning getting louder each time. It was here when I paused the clip, thinking to myself, really, who the hell made this? This was obviously not made by Walt Disney. I mean, the artwork is really bad. the creator spelled reality wrong anyway. And I wasn't kidding about the artwork. Literally, it looks like it was drawn by a kid that's in preschool. I pressed play. Pete then wakes up and kisses Hortensia again. The camera pans to another room, revealing Oswald in another hospital bed. Oswald had scars on him from the waist up. His legs were immobilized, and his face was messed up and wrinkled. Oswald then flatlined. He was dead. Now all I need to do is find the fourth clip. The fourth clip took about 1.5 years to find. I had found it somewhere in my documentary folders that had not been there before. I then deleted the folder, but the file containing the clip was somehow still on my desktop. So I clicked it. And it starts with Oswald walking down the street. He sees a sign that says, "Get to the yacht. Free yacht rides today." Oswald starts running to get a ticket for it. Once he does, he did indeed get on the yacht. The yacht scene lasted up until the part where Oswald just happens to see Hortensia there. Oswald tries to say hi, but Hortensia just kicks Oswald over. Oswald stumbles back and his foot gets caught on a wood panel. He gets it out, but the force of getting it out was so strong that it pushes Oswald off of the yacht and into the water where he drowns. The video ends, and I was sent back to my desktop, only to realize that the fourth clip had deleted itself. There are 5 clips in total. The 5th one will be the finale of Oswald's reality. And lo and behold, I finally find it. I found it on my friend's computer, oddly enough, and he sent the video file to me through Hangouts. It pretty much starts with this white screen. Then this music from what I can only guess is from the 1700s starts playing loudly. Then Hortensia is seen in the same yacht as in the 4th clip. She sees Oswald struggling to breathe and starts smiling. Oswald drowns and falls to the bottom. It fades to a gray screen with this horrifying face. The face was of Walt Disney himself, but with no eyes and this huge smile. Behind him is a board with multiple drawings of Oswald, most of them being his corpse. The others were of Oswald's paralyzed face. Then it fades to a black screen with a slow, deep voice. The voice doesn't speak clearly, but if you listen to it enough times, you can hear this. You want to know why I killed off Oswald? Because I knew that Mickey was coming. So I wanted to torture Oswald one last time before it all ended.